welcome back. We are going to cover Algebra 2, Topic 2, and we're going to start right now. Here we go. Okay, Topic 2, number 15, and I'm going to read it to you. There is a relationship between the speed of a car and the distance it takes to come to a full stop, as measured by the length of the skid marks that are left after an emergency stop. What does the point 70, 240 on this graph represent? Okay. By the way, this is called a coordinate point. Sometimes they just say the word point. So what does this mean? So let's look at our possible answers. This means a car travels 240 feet before reaching a speed of 70. Now, do you guys see how this part right here tells you it is speed? Okay, so this one could not possibly be right. A car traveling at the speed of 200 miles per hour took 70 feet to stop. Okay, so if you look, it's saying, hey, if you're going 240 miles per hour, notice 240 is over here, so that couldn't possibly be it either. A car traveling at the speed of 70 miles per hour took 240 feet to stop. So if I took 70 miles per hour, I stop at 240. So your best answer is your last one. Okay? All right. Number 16. On number 16, I left something off. I need you guys to add that to your picture. Okay? Here we go. Here's the picture you need to add. This one right here. You guys see it right there? That is the picture you need to add. Just make a little sketch. Topic 2 is all about inverses, and inverses is a flip. Remember, you flip your x and your y? So if you look at this one, just pick some points. If I were to pick that point looks like it's 2 and 6. We're going to call that point A. Okay? We'll call this one A. This one we're going to call B. B is at 4, 3. The question on number 2, this is the part I left off, my apologies. Which of the following graphs is the inverse of the relation shown here? An inverse is a flip, okay? So if I'm going to take an inverse of this one, what would that be? 6, 2. Did you guys see how we just flipped that? If we were to take an inverse is the symbol -1, what would the inverse of this one be? 3, 4. Okay? Did you guys see the inverse? See how it just flips? All right. So according to number 16, which one shows you the flip of A and B right here? 6, 2. 6, 2. Does that one look good? Okay. 3, 4, because I flipped it, right? 3, 4. Does that one look good? Good. So which one do you think it is? Maybe this one, right? Let's try this one. Is this one 6, 2? So that can't be an answer. Okay. Try this one. 6, 2? Nope. 6, 2? Is that 6, 2? No. So which one is your best choice? The first one. Okay. First one is the correct one. It's just a flip. No. An inverse is a flip of the x and y. Okay? So, all right. You guys got it? Okay, number 17. Let's do it at number 17. I'm trying to see, make sure you guys can read the whole thing. There we go. A cell phone plan uses a fixed charge of $20 per month plus 10 cents for each minute used to calculate the total bill. The total bill T can be expressed in terms of the number of minutes M by the function rule of such. If the data on the top row of the table represents the independent variable, which set of data represents the inverse? Alrighty? So let's go ahead and do a little chart. That might help you guys see it better. Okay. It's saying I charge you $20 a month. Is that correct? So if I don't use any, I'm going to get charged $20. If I use 1 minute, I get charged how much? 10 cents. So it would be $20.10. If I use 2, it would be $20.20. All right. How am I going to do an inverse there? What happens there? So if this is your M and this is your T, T is your total cost, M is your M, what is going to happen right there if I wanted to inverse? It just flips. So instead of M come first, what should come first? Your T. Does this one show the M and the T coming first? No. So it can't be these two. It could possibly be these two, right? Which one just flipped? The bottom one? You see how 20 comes first and 0 goes the way? So the correct answer is that bottom. All that is just a flip. Inverse.
Okay, you only flip the letters, but the numbers no?
You flip the letters and the numbers. See the 20, see how those two changed also?
Okay, if you flip the letters, it's 0.
Yes. Well, no. You flip the letters and you flip the numbers. Because it's like, hey, if I got charged $20.10, how long was I on the phone? Instead of you were on the phone this long, I'm going to charge you this much. See the flip? That's why. See, they all flip, the whole thing. Okay. You can't just change the letters. You got to change the value as well. All right, number 18. A cell phone plan uses a fixed charge of $20 per month plus 10 cents for each minute used to calculate the total bill. The total bill can be expressed in terms of the numbers minutes by M, but the function rule. Which rule best describes the inverse? Alrighty. So looking at this, which one do you think describes the inverse? Could it be these two? No. The M and the T didn't even switch. Could it be these two? Possibly. Okay? So if we were to do the math, you have T equals 20 plus 0.10 M. Actually, wait a minute. We want to know T's in terms of number by the function rule. Which rule best describes? All right, so we got to switch it around, right? So here is your M. How do you solve for M right here? I got to switch it. Subtract 20. Well, you switch your M and your T, and then you solve for T. This is not right. This could possibly be my answer. Okay, these two are not right because the M and the T are not switched. Solve for T. Now what? Divide by, yeah, 0.1. Something's not right. Something is not right with this problem. I'll come back to this one. Something's not right with this one, okay? Let me look at that one. Let me read it again. All right. Let's go to number 19. I'll come back to 18 when I think about it. Okay, let's go to 19, because something's not right with that one. Okay. Here we go. Here's number 18. Okay. You switch your M and your T. Did you guys see how we switched the M and the T? You solve. Okay, I was doing it right. There we go. Yeah. Divide by 0.10. Cancels out. What is M divided by 0.1? Comes out to be 10M. Negative 20 divided by 0.1 is minus 200 equals T. So your correct answer is this one. I did it right. Okay. I was thinking I did it wrong. So. Okay, so there's number 18. Switch to M and the T. Let's go to 19. All right. Match each function with the inverse. Do you guys see the symbol -1 right here? What does that symbol mean? Inverse. Very good. So here are your steps. Switch X and Y in case you forgot. Solve for y, okay? And then you add, what do you add to tell me it's an inverse? -1. Those are your steps, okay? All right, let's see which one matches which. Everyone ready? Let's look at this one. Instead of f of x, can I replace that with y? Okay, so y equals 3x plus 2. Step number 1, switch your x and your y. So your y becomes x, and your x becomes y. Solve for y. How do you solve for y? How do I solve? -2, -2. So x minus 2 equals 3y. Now what? Divide by 3. So y is equal to x minus 2 divided by 3. Which one looks like that? This one right here? All right, so I'm going to put an A on top of that one. Okay? Done. Your test will be mostly multiple choice. There's going to be some short answers, but mostly multiple choice. Okay? Your factoring will probably be short answers, some of it. But majority of this will be multiple choice. Because I got it graded and move on. Okay, let's look at this one right here. B. Okay, I'm going to continue right here. This is A. Now I'm going to do B. Okay? Instead of f of x, I'm going to replace it with y equals x plus 2. How do I solve for that one? Wait, I got to switch it first, right? Switch x and y. Now, Sila, what? -2. So x minus 2 is equal to y. Add your -1. Which one looks like that? The last one? Very good. It's your last one. Why not this one? Because it has a negative. Very good. All right. So that was B. So let's do C over here. Okay? Y equals 2x plus 3. What do we do first? We switch it first. Make sure you switch before you subtract, okay? Now what? -3. X minus 3 equals 2y. Now what? Divide by 2. Cancel. So x minus 3 divided by 2 equals y. Add your -1. Which one looks like that? The very first one. So here's your C. Did we use this one at all? Mark it off. Okay? Any questions about that problem? Which one? Your second one is not B because of that negative. See it? See how it doesn't match up?
Yeah, but in the problem, you have
My x is positive. X plus 2. Change my x and my y, subtract 2. See that? Your x is not negative. Your inverse, you're just thinking negative. Negative is not an inverse. Inverse is switching x and y, not a negative. Okay? I think that's where you're messing up. All right, let's go to number 20. Here we go. Something like this will probably be an open response. I'll probably put one like that. Okay, follow this same step up here. Number 20a. Instead of f of x, I'm going to put y equals -4x plus 4 divided by 5. Okay? Step number 1, what do I do?
X and Y.
X and y. Very good. All right? Solve for y. How do you solve for y? Opposite of dividing by 5 is timesing by 5. What you do to one, you do to the other. So 5x equals -4y plus 4. Okay? Now what? -4 minus 4. Cancel. So 5x minus 4 equals negative 4y. Divide by negative 4. The whole thing? Good. So 5x minus 4 divided by negative 4 equals y. Add your negative 1. You can leave it like that or you can change it to that, okay? It doesn't matter. It's up to you. How do I know what? How do I know what? Oh, I don't know. I don't know anything.
Right.
You might want to follow us. This is 30% of your good. Okay. All right, let's look at B. Everything good? Okay, instead of g of x, what can I put in that place? Y equals 3 plus 1/2 x. Okay? Step number 1, what do? We switch it. Very good. Okay? I'm going to solve for y, right? How do you solve for y? Minus 3. That cancel. So x minus 3 equals 1/2 y. Okay. What is opposite of dividing by 2? Multiply by 2. What you do to one side, you do to the... Now, I do the whole thing by 2, right? Yes, you have to do the whole thing by 2. So now you have 2x minus 3 equals y. Because 1 times y is y. Did I solve for y? Is y by itself? Did I solve for y? Yes. Add your negative 1. You can leave your answers like that, or can I also multiply this out and get 2x minus 6? Are these the same answer? Yes. Okay? They are exactly the same. Any questions so far? All right. That is your topic 2.